Lemi, the king of hearts. Talking of music and heart today, we are destiny. Blood and brothers. Yeah. So we are today, we present Ariya Eko. So you, sir, one by one, the itemized will be attended by Kofu Orela. Please sit down, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, this is the invite itself.
Okay.
Yes, the invite for Ariya Eko.
Okay.
And we'll be honored to have you in our presence.
Okay.
But to honor the occasion that day, sir.
Okay.
Yes, that's the invite.
Okay, 5th of October.
Yes.
Okay.
October 2025.
Okay. Okay.
And then this is
The letter.
Yes, the letter, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much.
This is the evergreen brochure.
Okay. Celebrate me while I'm still alive.
Celebrate.
Hey, Baba.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I don't know if you want to do us the honor of unboxing for us, or you want me to take you through it, sir. Which one do you prefer?
You should do it because I was born on Boxing Day. I'm waiting for that.
Okay, so we have an Ariya Eko shirt for the event itself.
Okay.
And the way we did it is customized with each icon's face on it.
Oh, wow.
So your face is
Ah.
the picture of you is on the
Ah, wow.
yes.
Ah,
So that
thank you.
is
Thank
that's
you,
you, sir.
Yeah.
And this is the Ariya Eko shirt. It symbolizes
The works of Falz.
Yes.
and the Ariya Eko itself, the event.
But na partiality, na only Fela album.
Fela lọ́mọ yìí mọ́ sáà. Fela lọ́mọ yìí mọ́ sáà.
Bàbá ń fi Davido.
Ọmọ bébì nìyẹn, ọmọ ṣìṣe kò tí pẹ́ jù náà bọ̀.
Torí àwọn Gen Z, wọ́n lè mọ̀ pé bàbá ṣì wà. No problem.
Thank you, sir.
I know, but a lot of people on the other side of the world would like to understand how this all started from. I know it started as more of a passion. As a 12, 13-year-old was going to school around Yaba, then you were in a bar. Luckily you were in a bar.
I did a Bruce Lee poster artwork for Enter the Dragon for a beer parlor owner next door to my parents that time. So it was in the process of my self-practice, self-teaching. My people like us are called autodidacts. So I trained myself. I didn't study officially in any institution. So in that process, that particular year, I gave myself assignment. I must do a drawing a day. Every day, I must start and finish something. So I was doing that. Fortunately, the neighbors noticed me. So every time they call me the artist boy when I'm passing. So a family had their uncle about to get married. He was a high-ranking military officer. and they were at a loss at the kind of present they can buy for him, a gift that will impress him, because he was a rich person. So somebody suggested, uncle likes art. That boy that used to draw, let's ask him to do a portrait. And that was my first paid commission for my work. The key things that brought my destiny and Fela to meet up. So one morning, I was thinking, I was at a loss at what item will I paint. I was playing Fela's music, music of Fela, Rofo Fight. It's vinyl days. I used to play music, for inspiration. So my spirit just said, why don't you do album, the jacket of this, as your practice. So it's not copy what they had, though. Then I created my own that particular day. So I still have a picture that shows it from that time, old black and white picture. So I painted it. So when the journalist was looking through my artworks, he now saw the Fela cover. So he said to me, I said, can you do album covers? Actually, I had done 2 album covers before. For one reason or the other, I didn't know it was my destiny. In school, I fell in love with Osibisa's album cover. Yeah. If you Google Osibisa, Woyaya, there was this image of a flying elephant. You can Google now. Yeah. Osibisa, Osibisa, Woyaya. I think it was 1972. I was in secondary. I was still in class 4, so class 3 or 4. So that cover arrested my attention. But I never had the imagination I was going to be an artist, neither a cover artist. So I've always loved that. After school, I left secondary school in 1973. So I had free time. I was thinking what to do. So my uncle had a high life band. I would go and try and rehearse with him, but I would be drawing the musicians. So he would tell me, you are not serious about music, One day he said, okay, draw something for my album. That was my first illustration album cover. But Decca West Africa, the company, didn't accept it because one, it wasn't too professional. I was too ambitious. I did it like the Osibisa album called Double. That's a lot of money to the producer. My uncle's band has not made money. So I chucked that. But I used to go to NTS, National Television Service. NTA used to be NTS. Sony Okosun took me. So I used to do live drawing there. Those days, it's not recorded. They just show you live. So I'll tell neighbors, I'm going to TV. Watch me. It will be Shibashi, So I met a musician and I did this cover. That was the first one, Tessie Allen, World Affairs. It was printed. But I didn't know album cover art can be a profession. It was just the love for art. I did that. And nobody knew that band. It's not popular. So now, Babatunde asked that question, can you do album covers? I said, I was very timid. I was 18. And I said, he said, 2 days ago, me and Fela, we were discussing about cover art. So I started looking at him. I said, this uncle is drunk because he's coming from the Ogogoro house. You understand? That was my impression. So he said, I'm going to bring a Fela picture for you tomorrow. You do a portrait. If it's good enough, I'll take you to meet Fela. But actually, I wasn't fanzing. It wasn't as if I had the ambition to meet Fela, but I love his music and so on. The thing that prompted me was that phrase where he said, if it's good enough, he will take me to Fela. Inside me, I said, bring the picture, let I show you, The next day, he brought the picture. That my practice paid off. 24 hours, I've painted everything. Good painting on the Fela portrait. And my mom was supportive. She said, since he is going to take you to Fela, why don't you frame it and glass it? So my mom gave me 5 naira to frame. That frame was 18 by 24. That time, 5 naira, glass and frame. So I got it framed. The man used to come in the evenings. By 5 o'clock, the artwork framed, ready. So I started watching on the street. The moment I saw him coming, I ran out. I lifted it up like a placard. I said, Uncle. He said, just 24 hours. A drinker to say he wasn't going to drink it. He said, I'm not going to drink again. Let's go. So I realized that it was true. So I ran inside, told my mom, he wants to take me Fela. So my mom said, be careful, because young people used to abscond and stay with Fela. Long story short, he just hailed a taxi, took me to Fela. And let me not take too much time. Fela saw it, the first impression, the first time ever I had those 2 words. He said, wow, God damn it. That was his expression on the painting. So he said, come inside. He asked for my name. Those days are days of writing checks. So he asked for his checkbook. So he wrote out a check. He didn't know how much I charge, and I wasn't even going to charge, but he wrote out a check and he rolled. He likes to roll. He rolled like cigarette. So he gave me the check. So I unrolled it. I saw 120 naira. That's 4 times what I charge, you know. And my spirit just said no. So I just gave him back. I said, Fela, no, I don't want the money. I give from the bottom of my heart. So I gave him the check back. So he tore it, and he asked for a note. You know those old exercise book, the blue one with the Olympic jumper. So he tore out a sheet and wrote, please admit bearer any show free of charge. And Fela had 4 shows a week. So it was later people told me that he took me special from the one that normally he will give that kind of gate pass, like admit bearer Sunday night, Sunday jump, or ladies night on Tuesday. But me, he said any show. Even when he had a show at National Stadium, I took that paper. I put in that post for driver license. I took the gate man National Stadium saw it. He said, hold on. He went inside, backstage, showed Fela. Fela said I should come. Everybody started looking at me. Who is this boy? You know? So that was the beginning.
More than 15 album covers from 26 album covers.
Yeah, I've done 3 more, making 29 after he died.
Yes. And recent albums still. Your music, Fela's music and your art play very contrasting roles, because your art in many ways tell the story, from Beast of No Nation to Yellow Fever. These are covers that we'll remember for, and you still make money from them today. I also know that you had great
I like that point.
Yes, that you still make money from them today.
Because it's show business. If you know the show, you don't know the business.
I also know that
depression will catch you.
You, ID,
and
Duro,
yeah,
had very good syncing with Fela, especially when it comes to political ideology, movement of the people, YAP, amongst others. Yes. If there's anything you remember most about Fela and you miss most about Fela, what would that be?
There's a lot of things to miss about him. That his bravery, you know, to challenge authority, and you know, to be a leader of thought. Even sometimes, you know, he may go off course, but he was bold and daring. And society needs people like that. You know, they are the people who are catalysts for change. 50 years after, we are still talking about Fela's work. My name is Lemi Ghariokwu, visual artist, graphic designer, and illustrator. I made a career out of designing album covers, so I'm called the king of covers. So I'm happy to announce about Ariya Lagos, coming on the 5th of October at the Museum Center. It's an event to celebrate we people who are like the unsung heroes, and I'm happy to be celebrated alive. There's the popular song say, celebrate me when I'm alive. Oh. So yeah, let's all be there. You are all invited. Music is life, life is music. Just like art is life, life is art. Thank you.